Hello everyone, hope you're good and be happy always. Once again, welcome to Shachi's Academy in the practical classes for Managerial Economics for the students of BBA, MBA, BCom, MCom, UGC NET, GRF, etc. who require practical understanding of the topics of the theory that is given in the books of Managerial Economics. Because they require practical understanding and detailed understanding of the topic to answer their question papers as well to do their own businesses and manage the business of other people. They require deep understanding of the concepts that are given in books. So for that we have started a series for practical understanding of the topics, and here we are with the last part of our law of demand. And we will discuss today the expansion and contraction of demand and increase and decrease in demand. What are they? How they are understood? Let's discuss them. Now, what is expansion and contraction in demand? What is that? That is change in quantity. When we say there is change in quantity, that means it is expansion and contraction of demand, and that happens with the same demand curve. Okay, the code for that is ECPY. Why I am telling the code beforehand? Because it will help you in the practical understanding of the graph that we will make. This expansion and contraction basically happens with the change in price, and only happens due to change in price. Other factors remaining constant. Let's discuss the definition. Expansion and contraction in demand take place due to change in price, while income taste price of related goods remain constant. What is that? Other factors other than price remain constant over here. So none of the factors like your preference does not change, your income does not remain constant, it does not change, distribution of income remains constant, price of related goods also remain constant. That means you can't substitute your commodity for another commodity, or any other thing cannot be substituted, right? Price change only occurs in this phenomena. And what happens over here? Let's discuss. Take a graph over here. This is your which axis? Y-axis. Y-axis, make an arrow, take origin over here, and then again make a horizontal axis. This is a horizontal axis, this is your x-axis, again an arrow. Don't forget to make arrows because they show the direction of increase of the phenomena or the variable that you have taken on that axis. And always remember, in your law of demand, when you are discussing, price is taken always on vertical axis and demand is taken, or quantity demand is taken on your x-axis. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. So price on y-axis and your quantity on your which axis? X-axis. Very true. You are very intelligent now. Now you have understood a lot. Now what happens over here? See, price. When price is high, take for example, if price of anything, take for example nariyal pani. Right now I am having nariyal pani today in nowadays, so I am preferring that. So here, take for example, its price is rupees 100, and for that, on per day basis, I am having only one nariyal pani. It's rupees 100, so I am having only one. Okay, so let's join these points. Here, it's there. Okay, now if price of nariyal pani reduces to rupees 50, so why am I using rupees for that is because we are in India and INR, Indian national currency, rupee is our currency, so we are using it now. If price reduces to 50, my budget is only 100 rupees per day for myself, so I am using 2 nariyal panis. I can have 2 nariyal panis now. So this is what is happening over here. Now we have point A and B. I am not writing A and B, okay, but I am framing this demand curve. Okay, so this is our point A and B. This is our DD demand curve. What is happening over here? When price got reduced, what has happened? Our demand is moving rightwards. This is rightward. Take your hand and move towards right. So our demand is moving rightward on your x-axis. Okay, so what is this? This is expansion. Expansion of your demand. This is here expansion in demand. Now, if take another case when your price increases, you can make another graph, or you can understand with the help of this graph only. I am making another graph because it will be easy for you to decipher how does it happen. This is x-axis again, this is y-axis, this is x arrows. And now what has happened? Previously our price was lower. Now this is here, and I was having, at this price I was having 2 coconut waters per day. Now let's join these points, and this is my point A. Now if price increases, what will happen? Now this has become 100 or 80, whatever you can say. 100, we are taking this example only. So 100, at rupees 100, I am consuming only one coconut water. So here, like this. So here it is. So this is point B. Now what is happening? Our demand is moving leftwards from here to here, backward direction, and here it was moving in forward direction. So what is happening? Backward direction. So here demand is moving this way. So this is your what? This is contraction. Understood? So when we reduce our consumption due to change in price, that is what? That is known as your contraction. And when we increase our consumption due to change in price or decrease in price, that is expansion. When we expand our consumption, that is your expansion in demand. So what happens? This is change in quantity demanded. When we discuss expansion in contraction, it is known as change in quantity demanded. You add quantity. Okay, there you won't be adding quantity, and it happens solely due to decrease and increase in price. So price is the main factor over here. It's a major factor that it plays a major role in your expansion and contraction. That's why I have framed this code ECP. That means expansion and contraction happens due to price. ECP. Got it? Okay. In place of ACP, you can memorize ECP for expansion and contraction that happens due to price. Finished? Now, get on to second topic here. Increase and decrease in demand. Why does it happen? It happens due to other factors other than price. Here price does not play prominent role. Here other factors play prominent role. And what happens over here? We can see that it happens due to change in income, tastes, price of related goods, population, future expectation, distribution of income, change in taxation, change in government, any riots, famines, floods, anything like that. If factors other than price changes and demand happens to change owing to that factor, that is known as your increase and decrease in demand, and that is known as increase and decrease in demand, not the increase and decrease in quantity demanded. Here quantity word is not added, right? And this is also known as shift of demand curve. Shifting happens of demand curve. Here let's discuss. Increase in demand takes place when there is more demand at same price, right? And decrease in demand takes place when there is less demand at same price. The price remains constant. What is the main point over here? That is same price, same price. That means price is not changing. It is remaining same. But other factors are changing. Okay, let's discuss first increase in demand. Now make a graph. O, X, Y, arrows. So this is so fast. Now what we will do? We will keep the price same here at same price. So this at this price, take another nariyal pani example. At some price, so if this 100 rupees 100, I was consuming 2 nariyal pani. No, at rupees 50. At rupees 50, I was consuming 2 nariyal pani. So at rupees 50, I am consuming 2. Okay, so what has happened? Over here, this is the demand curve, initial demand curve. Suppose, okay, this is DD, DD, or D1, D1 you can write. The initial one, D1, D1. And here quantity is 2 nariyal pani. If in any case I have heat stroke, so my health condition has differed. Your health condition has not been mentioned, but taste and preferences, health conditions, that means other than price. Any factor can act. If I am having some health issues and I need to drink more of liquids and I need to drink more of nariyal pani, I need some minerals and electrolytes, etc. So I'll take more of nariyal pani despite the price is same. Okay, so at this 50 rupees, I am consuming more of nariyal pani. So what is happening over here? My demand for that may be 3 nariyal panis per day. So here I am consuming 3 to 4 nariyal panis. So what has happened? There is increase in your quantity consumption. So what has happened? Your demand curve will shift. Why? Because demand curve shows only changes in your same demand curve. This demand curve can only move upwards and downwards. Here this can move like this only. Either expansion can happen or contraction can happen, but it can't show other factors other than price, because law of demand only tells you the change in quantity demanded due to change in price. But here we are not discussing price, we are discussing what? We are discussing health issues. So preference and taste is discussed. I don't like artificial electrolytes and all, so I am having natural drink, natural liquid, that is nariyal pani, and that's why this is preference taste on health due to health issue, and my demand curve has shifted rightwards. So this shifting is happened towards right. So what is that? This is increase in demand. Simple. This is indeed very simple. Now decrease in demand. How does it happen? Make another graph. This is x-axis. This is y-axis, the horizontal one. X-axis here, arrow, origin, y-axis. What has happened? Decrease in demand. Suppose, take for example, here it is again price is rupees 50 and I am having 2 nariyal panis per day. We can write here 2 nariyal panis per day, and here let's make the graph. This is our initial one. Okay, this was our initial graph, and this is law of this is D1, D1. This is our initial demand curve, D1, D1. As happened here. Owing to certain issues, or I have moved to some village and there availability of nariyal pani is not there, or coconut water is not available. So in that case, what will happen? I may order someone to bring nariyal pani from city. I am in some rural area, but he is not able to bring 2 or 3 nariyal panis or coconut water. He will bring only 1 nariyal pani. So what has happened? My demand for the coconut water has decreased despite there is no change in price. Why it has decreased? Because there is no transportation and that is not available due to any reason. Maybe due to movement to a rural area, maybe due to movement to a village area, it is not available. So availability is discussed here, and here price is not discussed. Anything may be discussed, or you may say, after having so much of coconut water, I am not liking the taste of the nariyal pani anymore, so I have reduced the consumption of coconut water, and that's the reason my demand has reduced. Or maybe for any other reason, I'm having some cold and cough problem, health issue may be there, or any other issue may be there. For that reason my demand has decreased. So in that case, what will happen? Your new demand curve, my demand has decreased. Initially it was 2 nariyal pani and now I am consuming only 1. So what has happened? For same price, my demand has got reduced, and here price does not play any role. Only my taste and preferences and availability plays roles. So factor other than price are playing role, and here we can make another demand curve with point. This was point A, this is point B, and we can make another demand curve. So what has happened? Demand curve is moving leftwards. This is your left hand. So why do we say leftwards? This is left hand, and here also this is leftward movement. What was happening here? This was rightward movement. So when demand curve shifts rightward, this is known as increase in demand. When demand curve shifts leftward, this is called decrease in demand. So in decrease and increase, I hope this is understood by you now. This is so simple, you will never get confused. And the code for this we can frame IDS. Here this is I, D, S, and what are the factors other than price? So other factors. We discussed in law of demand that other factors being equal. So other factors, what are the other factors? Income of the consumer, taste and preferences of the consumer, population, price of related goods, future expectations, taxation policy of the government, famines, floods, everything, rights, everything comes in your other factors. So when your demand increases or decreases due to change in other factors and not due to price, that is known as increase and decrease in demand. This is also known as shift in demand. So OIDS, that means increase, decrease, shift in demand happens due to other factors. This is known as your due to your other factors, and this is known as increase and decrease in demand. Clear? I hope this is understood by you. And if you have any queries, feel free to send in comments on our Shachi's Academy, that's Gmail ID, or you can send comments on our channel. We'll be more than happy to answer them. And thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing our videos. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless you.